Hey everybody, it's Carol again with Refunction Crafts, and today I'm feeling pretty good, so I thought I'd get up and get moving and do a video. So this will put me a little bit ahead, not much, but a little bit ahead on my videos, and so I thought while I'm feeling good, I might as well just go ahead and go for it, right? Here's the thing, you guys. I think this is going to be really cool. We're going to be working with a glass plate that I got from the Dollar Tree that is covered in paper roses. There we go. And we've got some lace and some butterflies and some decals. This is a clear plate that I took outside and spray painted the back white with my Rust-Oleum Paint Plus primer. And I'm going to go grab my canvas just around the table here real quick. And I'm going to show you guys what I buy at Home Depot. So it works amazingly. It covers beautifully. This is one coat. And you guys can see it is covered really, really well. Look at that. It's a flat white. This is the one I buy, Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch, Ultra Cover, Paint Plus Primer, white, and it's flat. It's good for wood, metal, plastic, and more. Works on glass, you guys. I use it for glass all the time. So, that is what I use. It's not cheap. I think a can, I want to say, is between $8 and $10, but if you don't use it a lot, it'll last you. I use it a lot, so I almost always have, you know, at least 3 or 4 cans on hand, just in case. So this is what we're going to be working with today. And what I did was I grabbed some of my decals. And I have these beautiful bird decals, which were an accident. I thought they were going to be much, much smaller than they are. I've got blue ones, I've got red cardinals, and I've got, for some reason, it only came with 2 that were in the blue and pink family, which really kind of disappointed me. And these were the 2, and they're the most beautiful ones in the whole set. Aren't they gorgeous, you guys? Oh, I love these birds so much. And I know my dear Debbie is going to just think these are the most beautiful thing ever. But I'm debating. I don't know whether I want to do a bird or this gorgeous fairy. I love this fairy so much, you guys. She is so, so beautiful. Look at that. Look at the vibrance in this decal. I mean, it is so detailed. And then I have just some floral bits here. And where did my little ones go? I had a couple of little butterflies and flowers in with all of these. Where did they go? They were right on. Oh, here they are. Here's a couple of extra little flowers. And then I've got... I pulled them up with the lace. I've got a couple of little butterflies, and these 3 were in with the fairy decals that I have. So anyway, it's been a hard decision, you guys. I really initially planned on doing the fairy. I mean, look at this, you guys. She is just gorgeous. And look at how beautiful she would be in the center of that plate. Just gorgeous, you know, and I can add a couple of the flowers here or there, a couple of butterflies, you know, wherever I feel like landing them. Or let's go here and I'll show you guys. The birds fit perfectly in the center of the plate. And I think I was planning on using this one if I went with the bird. Look at that. Oh my goodness, they're so beautiful. Let me show you these a little bit closer up. Look at them. You guys, these are so gorgeous. And again, super detailed and just they're amazing. And so that's what's making it so hard for me to decide. But I think because I want to do something a little different today, I think I am going to go with my original plan and use the fairy. I can get more of these plates any day of the week at the Dollar Tree, so you know, if I want to do a bird, I can do a bird later. Or you guys, please make sure that with this video you give it a thumbs up and a comment. And when you comment, let me know if you'd like me to go ahead and do a bird plate once you see this one done. I think it's going to be gorgeous, and I cannot wait to get it done. So we will do the fairy today, and I've got all kinds of other little bits and pieces. I've got some of my appliques here. I'm not going to use that one for sure, and they're so beautiful. And I cut a few of these out of the lace that I have from Sherry. Now this is the last. This one doesn't go with these, but this is the last of the flowers left on that beautiful, beautiful sequined lace. So this is all I have left of the flowers. I've been cutting those out for months now. And Sherry, thank you so much. I have gotten so much use out of those flowers, and I love them, and I'm sad to see them go, but I'm not going to save them. I'm going to use them if I feel like it. I'm going to stop doing that whole saving thing. You know what? We don't live forever, and we're not promised tomorrow, so why not use them and enjoy them and, you know, just have fun, you guys. Let's have fun with these things. But I love these. These are so gorgeous. I love this. This is one that Debbie gave me. And actually, Debbie gave me this one too, and I've cut it up a little bit. So that's what I've got there. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to put those up and away. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our decal on. The plate is nice and clean. I've wiped it down with an alcohol pad. And I bought, where did I put them? I bought a box of the alcohol wipes. Let me grab it. It's around the corner again. I put some of my stuff sort of out of the way that I don't use constantly. And what I need to do with these alcohol pads is I need to just put some in my little toolbox here. I got these, and they come with a whole bunch of them. There's 2 with each little section. And I just take those. We'll go ahead and we'll wipe this down one more time since it's been sitting overnight. Just make sure there's no oils or anything on it. And it's just a little square. That's all it is. And I'm just going to take it and go around the whole plate. And I should have a dry paper towel here too, and I don't. But that's okay. The alcohol dries up very quickly. So that's really all there is to that. Let's get it dry. I can't believe I don't have not one paper towel sitting here. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right, so that's good and dry. And I'm going to take my decal here. It's always easier to pull them apart where you've cut than it is to pull them apart at their natural edges. I don't know why that is, but it is. So I always just cut a little piece off and then pull it off from wherever that location is. So there we go. These are super strong decals, you guys. These decals are like the heavy duty ones. And once you get it on there, it is not going anywhere. And once you touch down, that's it. You're stuck with that position. So make sure you have it centered the way you want it, because I do want her in the center. I could take her and put her down here and put some of the other stuff up here, but I want her in the middle of the plate. So let's see, I just want to look here. Oops. And I think that is about where we're going to go. I'm going to touch it down in the middle first and then move outward. Just like that. And then I'm going to take my little paddle here, and these all come with these little sticks so that you can push out the bubbles. Make sure you kind of look around on it and look for any bubbles that might be there. The best thing to do is to have a razor blade handy as well, so that you can take, like I've got a little spot right here that keeps popping up. I'm going to go grab one of my razor blades, you guys. In fact, I should have one right here. Here it is. I don't have to go anywhere. This one's kind of a mess because it's been used so much, but that's okay. It still has its little sharp edges. And so I can see a few bubbles here, and I'm going to get these bubbles out before I do anything else. And you can see them just kind of push right out. The air just pushes right out of them. And if you have to, you can make a little bit bigger cut in the bubble if it's a bigger bubble, just so that you get that air out of there, because you don't want to leave any bubbles if you don't have to. You don't want to leave any air up under there. And you know, there might be a couple of spots where you miss the bubbles. Don't worry about it, you guys. It's not all that big a deal. It's not like the whole decal is going to pull up because there were a couple of bubbles in it. So it's not that big a deal. And I can see just in this one little area right here is where I seem to have gotten the most in the way of bubbles. The head of a pin, or the pointy side of a pin, works as well. You can just kind of dot it a few times where the bubbles are and push that pin through it, and that will work as well to let that air out. Okay, I'm just looking around. I'm going with my light here, trying to see where any bubbles might be. And you just kind of have to move your head around, and you'll see them. You can't do this without getting some bubbles underneath there, you guys. It's just going to happen. Sorry to say, it just happens. The nature of the beast. But You guys have seen some of my projects. They all come out looking great in the end. See how you can kind of hear it go pop when I stab it with the blade? And it's just a matter of pushing that bubble to wherever you cut it and getting that air out of there. There's just one spot right here that it just does not want to let all of that air out. There's just a little bit left of the bubble. But I think we did good. I think we're good. All right. So now we're going to grab these, and this is going to hold on tight. You guys, look at this. I usually try not to let the plastic go down on all sides because I like to have one end that is just kind of ready for me to start pulling. And you see how I'm pulling it. I'm laying it down like this, and it is sticking. It sticks to glass really, really well. So just so you know, this is not going to pull off super quickly. You don't want it to, because you don't want to mess it up. You don't want to pull off any pieces of the decal itself. So just be careful. Take your time. You know, you have time. It's worth it in the end, because then you have a project that looks professional and gorgeous. This middle section where there's a lot of decal, it pulls off a little bit easier than the edges do, because the edges is where this plastic is stuck down the most. And so that's why it sticks so hard on the edges. But it doesn't stick as bad to the decal itself. And right here where the decal is, it's not sticky. It's still sticky on these edges. There we go. Yay, it all stayed. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? Look at her. Oh my goodness, she's so beautiful. I love it. When I get to that bubble, if it kills me, it's driving me nuts. There we go. Okay, you guys, I feel really, really good about that. Now, what we're going to do, though, is we have other decals that we want to put on there, too. So, right about like that is the straight up and down. I definitely want to get a couple of my little butterflies on there, so we'll just kind of... I feel like I want to wait on those, though. I want to wait until I get my edging stuff done so that I know exactly where I want to put those little butterflies. I'm going to leave that one over there. And then I want to decide... I've got these flowers. Now what I could do is I could add, you know, I could add some in there if I need it, if I felt like I needed to. I kind of don't feel like I need to. I just am not sure that I want to use these flowers to go with it because they are a little bit different. They're kind of a different style. So I just want to make sure I don't ruin it by adding some kind of flowers that don't really go with the flow. Now, if the colors are similar, that's why I picked these. I thought maybe the colors were kind of similar because they're pinks and purples. So I thought maybe they might work. I don't know. I don't even know if I need flowers to go on these edges. The more I think about it, the more I kind of feel like, because we're going to use our paper flowers as well. So I'm not going to waste flowers just to add. And now, putting a flower, like, to have one, you know, just kind of floating somewhere would be pretty too. So that would be okay if I decide that there's a place that I want to put those. But I think we're going to go ahead, and first things first, we're going to add some edging. Now, initially I was going to add a rhinestone edge to this. I had, let's see, where did I put them? I think I put them in another bag right here. I had these, and they're very pretty. They're little tiny pearls, and they're in the purplish family, so they go with this really, really well. And I thought, okay, those would be super pretty, just those pearls around the edge. But then I thought, well, then I'm leaving a whole lot of blank space, and I'm not going to put a bunch of lace over the top of these pearls. So, and my other thought was to take this scalloped lace, because I think it's so beautiful, and have this go around the edge of the plate like this. Look at how gorgeous that looks, you guys. So I think this is what I want to go with. I need to make sure that I cut everything just right on the edge here. Get that little piece off of there. And any little extra threads. I'm going to be super picky about this, you guys, because I want it to all look good. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I really want to B7000 this on, because you guys know that that's going to hold it the best in the end. And hot glue does not stay stuck to glass well, not at all. But I do use Gorilla hot glue. So what I can do, and I think I will do, is I'm going to take and get this on here first with hot glue, and I'm just going to take a little bit to each flower towards the bottom side, and I'm going to just glue this on at the flowers. I want the flowers to land in the same position all the way around. So this may take a little time, but I'm going to be quiet now so that I can fast forward. And get this whole thing on here without you guys having to sit through slow motion. So, shh, I'm going to be quiet. And I'll read you guys a quote that I got as well. I forgot to do that. As soon as I get to a stopping point, I'll read that to you. It's a good one. It's a simple one, but it was a good one. And forgive me, you guys, I'm doing a lot of quotes that kind of reflect my life right now. So I need to get these flowers out of here. Get them out of my way. And the butterfly, and that can just go away. Okay, shh, now I'm going to be quiet. Okay, you guys, so I got that all around the plate, and I am so happy that this was the direction I chose to go in, because I'm going to tell you what, I love it with that scalloped lace around the edge of this plate. Oh my word, you guys, it is so pretty. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I am just floored. Literally floored. Look at that. I'm so glad I used the fairy. Look at her. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. I'm going to go ahead real quick before I forget. I'm going to read this quote that I have here. It says, and this is about the butterfly, "Just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it became a butterfly." And I loved that, because that's something I am going to live by right now. So I'm not going to live in doom and gloom. I'm going to live in positivity, and I'm just going to say, you know what? Everything's going to be okay. Don't worry. Be happy. And I'm happy today. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm a weirdo. I don't sing very well either, but you know what? That's okay too. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my B7000, which I know I sat around here somewhere. Hold on just a second. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and we're going to use our B7000, and we're going to put a couple of dots of that on each of these flowers, and we're going to speed through this as well. The only thing is I'm seeing it's not going to just stick right down like the hot glue does, and it's pulling away like immediately. So how are we going to do this, you guys? I don't know. I think, you know what? And it's soaking through the lace. I don't like that. We're not going to use the B7000 on the lace. That will ruin the whole thing. So we're not going to do that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to add a little bit of hot glue to each flower. That one's good. That one's good. We'll add a little bit to the edge of this one. Just in places where I feel like they need to be secured. That one's good. That one's good. This one could use a little bit. And what I could do is add, well, I don't want to go too crazy with the hot glue either, so we're just going to do this the simple way. Add a little dot Some of these are already stuck down sort of on those petals that are more to the inside of the plate, so we'll just leave that as is. But at least with the hot glue, it doesn't soak through the petals and make them look discolored. Because that's the thing, if the lace gets wet, it's like using lace in resin. I tried it, and I don't like the way the resin turns the lace. It's fine, like with I did a project using these, and it actually came out really pretty, but the lace part of it just kind of disappeared in the background, and all you could see was the pearls and the sequins, which is really what I wanted. So it actually turned out to my advantage. So I was really happy about that. I think I've pretty much almost gotten there. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm there, you guys. Okay, so now I want to get off any of the glue strings. I'm just going to get them off as I go. You guys, this is going to be one of my prettiest projects ever. And I have a feeling I know who's going to steal this up as soon as she sees it. I'm not going to say the name. But she's one that if I do a video in Happy Bird's Glitter Nest, a lot of times she will grab it up as soon as it shows up there. And she's frequently in there looking for, I think she's already shopping for Christmas, so she's trying to find unique items and things to get as gifts for her family and friends. So she's already grabbed up several of my recent projects that I did. And she's a dear, 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 dear friend of mine. And I know a lot of it is she's trying to help me out right now because she knows my situation, and God bless her heart. But she wouldn't do it if she didn't like the projects as well. So look at that. Can you believe how gorgeous that looks, you guys? Oh my word. It's beautiful. That edging just couldn't be more perfect than on this plate. And I've used it all. So anybody, if you know, I don't even know. I got this lace in Happy Mail. I think I got it from Debbie, but I'm not positive. And I don't know where to get it. So Debbie, if I got it from you, I will buy some if you have any more of it. And if not, I just need to find out where to get it. I'm going to check on Amazon and see if they've got it. Now here's the other thing that I wanted to add to this. But yes, I have to have some more of this because I'm going to do some more of these plates, and I have a feeling most of them will have this edging on them because it's just too beautiful. What I had planned on doing is adding this trim to go across right at the flowers. And it does. It's whiter. This is more of an ivory color, and this is white, and I like the two-tone thing. It's just like me with mixed metals. I like, you know, silver and gold together, and so I like to mix so that you get some contrast. I'm all about contrast in projects, so I think that we need to add this to it. It definitely, definitely. I mean, honestly, this is fine by itself, but I really, really, really want to add this to this one. And this is just a small rose one. I got some of this from Debbie and I got some from Deanna. This is the one that Deanna sent me. And I love it, and I've been holding it aside waiting to find something that I could use it in. And the reason I loved it so much is it's a smaller, like, I get this pink stuff and I love it too. I mean, this would be equally pretty going around this plate. It's gorgeous. Let me just kind of show you what that would look like. And I did test both of these. And I just kind of felt like I liked the white because I didn't want to add too much additional colors in here. But you can see I will certainly do one using this pink. And it keeps falling off. But this trim is thicker and heavier. So I wanted something light and kind of more light and airy, and that's why I was saving this, because I know there's always those times when I'm looking for something more light and airy, and this fits the bill. I'm going to start right here at that flower where I added the B7000. And we're just going to go around. I'm going to put a little dot on each flower. And yes, I know these steps can be a little bit time consuming, you guys, but well worth it in the long run. So I will fast forward through this as well. Whoops. Trying to do like 3 at a time here. At least go a little bit faster. So pretty, you guys. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. What I could have done is I could have cut, you know, the little flowers out and put them in the center of each of those flowers, but that would be like crazy talk. So I didn't want to do that. This way they don't land right just in the middle of those flowers. They land in different spots as it goes along, just because the measurements don't quite fall right in place, but that's okay because we're doing it as a full trim, so that's all right. Okay, now I'm going to be quiet. I'm just gonna finish this. Okay, so ta-da! Isn't that beautiful? I mean, we could literally leave it at this and it would be perfect. I mean, perfect. But we're not going to leave it at this. We're going to start adding some other goodies that I believe will make it even more gorgeous. So I have all my little doodads over here that I'm going to just play around with a little bit. I've got this piece of, this is an applique. I mean, that looks gorgeous with the pearls and all that good stuff and the flowers. That's just beautiful. I'm just gonna have to decide kind of where I want things to land as well. So I don't know if I'm going to use that one or not, but we're going to play around. We're going to look at these, and I know I have some more of this somewhere, but this was all I found. I just was using it the other day, and I don't know what I did. That is gorgeous. Look at that. And then I've got these little pieces here. And I could take and just put a little bit sort of like that. Or maybe just use a smaller piece like that. That looks very, very beautiful. I think it's gorgeous. Now I want to try it this way as well and see which way it actually looks better on the plate. Part of me feels like I like that this is cut up because I can kind of arrange these pieces exactly the way I want them. And I think I might cut these as well because it just makes it easier to come up with a look that I'm going to like better if I can arrange them than to just go with them the way they're already put together. Because while this would be gorgeous on one kind of item, you know, all together on other things, it's better if you can kind of separate them and put them the way you want them. You can visualize them and decide, you know, okay, how do I want this to look, and come up with a strategy. Like this, I like it this way. You could use these two pieces kind of coming together in the middle. That's gorgeous. And that could be even like that. Or you could take this and kind of put it that way and go like that. How did I do this one? These are two swirly ones. This one, I mean, we could do them like that and just have two pretty bits. Or, honestly, the other thing you could do is just sort of separate these out. Let's see, where is that piece? Right here. I definitely want to cover that spot where I've got the one flower that got that B7000 on it. I don't want that to show. So that will be covered. Okay. And so if I do this one sort of across the way from that one, And then these are all kind of different with the exception of these two. I'm just going to cut off some of the other bits of fabric that we don't want there. Or maybe I could go, like I've got two of these, so I could take one and put it on that side and one on that side. Isn't that pretty? And then I've got a couple of swirly ones. They are different. They're not both exactly the same. And that's okay too. I don't know, I kind of like it with just those. And then what I could do is take and add one of these beautiful sequin flowers. Let's see, let's cut one of the small ones off and see how that might look. This is a little bit bigger one and more pearls in it. This one has just got the little pearl in the middle, and it's just a small little flower, and that looks pretty too. And I'm going to cut this bigger one off here. Just kind of play around with it. I'm going to cut off these leafy pieces just because I can add those on if I decide I want to use them. And let's see. Cut this one off. I'm going to be so sad to see this go. I mean, like, you guys have no idea. This is my favorite lace that I've ever had. And thanks to Sherry, I've been able to use it in so many projects. She has just been so generous. It's unbelievable. And Sherry's had a lot going on in her life over the last couple years, and she still manages to always try and make everybody else feel better about things. And there's just something to be said for people like that who just want others to be happy. My friend Linda is the same way. I've got Linda and I mean Debbie, all of these ladies in here, there's just something about the crafter world that makes everyone a special breed, I think. There's something about it that people just tend to be so kind and generous and loving, and just, they are special. They are truly a special breed. So there's that, and here's another piece of leaf, sort of. I look at them and see leaves, so I could take that one and go this way. I mean, part of me says I might not even need the other flowers, you know, if I use these. They're so I don't know, it looks so classy just like that, doesn't it? I mean, look at that, you guys. If I add I'm not going to use these on this. I'm going to put that away. And what I could do is I could take, I don't know that I want that one. Okay, I've got these little tiny purple paper flowers that Debbie gave me. I think I'm going to twist these two together, and I want to see if I just add a couple of little flowers. That looks so pretty, you guys. Oh my goodness. I think that's probably what I'm going to do, is just use a couple. I've got those two, and I've got these two, and some extra wires in here. And I'll twist these two together. Like that. Oh, sorry, I started twisting the wrong way. Just kind of like that. And this one, I'm gonna pull those stems back a little bit. And then I wonder if I add like that, or do I want to go with just a little pink, solid pink flower? That looks really pretty. I think adding that might be my best bet, just to add one of those. And we've got a little 3-flower arrangement. I want to go through my flowers and see if I can find one that's a little more I've also got this style too. But honestly, I think the solid pink looks better. Oh my word, what did I... Oh. Whew. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys wouldn't believe the stuff I have around this room. You would not believe it. If you saw it, you would be so disappointed in me. Here's a good one right here. And we're just going to wind that around those two. And have that coming through the top, just like that one. And then if we put those sort of like that, and like that, I think that looks very, very, very pretty. I was going to add a white flower in there too. I wonder if I add, well, I don't know if I have 2 of these white ones. I gotta look. I have some of the little carnation-y ones, but I'm not crazy about those. So let me just see if I can find a solid pink one. Or no, I need a solid white one. That's right. Let's see, you guys. Please, please, please. One more white flower is all I need. And I don't think we're gonna get there today. Oh well. Sorry about all the crinkling, guys. All right. Let me look over here and see if I had pulled 2 white ones. I would think I did, but I don't think I did. Nope. Okay. So, but I could just put one, I guess, on one side and not on the other side. That would be okay too. Like that. And then just have these, the littler arrangement on the other side. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to wind this around here, just like that. And we'll find a spot for that. And then I do have that's what we'll do. We'll just put this little pink one in this one. And just have it kind of come like that. And we'll just wind it around like the other ones. Just like that. I really think I like it with the pink one rather than the white one. I'm going to pull this white one out. Oops. I definitely don't need that extra wire. So I'm going to try and get that off of there. Okay, got that off. And here's our pink one. And this way we'll have both sides sort of matching. I'm just going to wrap that kind of around all of these. And down to the bottom there. There. Okay, so we've got 2 lovely little arrangements. Like that. And the colors, look at the colors. The colors go amazing. She is not going to work in there, so she's going aside. I've got a couple of butterflies out here that I thought might, whoops, might go. This one's probably the best one for her. But we are going to go ahead first and foremost. We are going to put our little butterfly decals on. And we're going to go I think we're going to put this one right here. And these are going to go on so easy. Watch this. Just like that. And this one. Let's see, do we want one? I don't want it to go down there. Let's see, where did we decide? We really didn't decide. Whoopsies. I don't know. I think this one, will go right there. And easy peasy. Okay, so let's go ahead, let's get our appliques and all that good stuff down. And again, with this, we're just going to use our hot glue. And do this side first. Just like that. And I don't know why I put glue behind those, because I wanted that to come down a little more, that's why. Okay. Okay, and then I don't know, I feel like, let's see, I'm gonna play with this one more time. I feel like I really like that. And then if I take this one and go like this, I think I like those better, and I'll save these pieces for something else. Okay, and then I've got my other pieces. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We've already got that one down. Now we're going to go ahead and get some glue on this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these pieces where we want them. And I think I want to cut this little edge of this off. Okay. Just like that. And this beauty is going to go right in the center, just like that. Okay. And now let's get this side done. Let's see, we're about to run out of glue here, so let's see if I can get this stick to stay. and push through. Okay. I'm so glad I decided to do this project today, you guys. I am so happy right now. I'm like having so much fun. Again, Dollar Tree plate, $1.25, and my Dollar Tree has not raised their prices yet, so I don't know when they plan on doing it, but so far so good. The stuff that I use anyway, the prices have not been raised on, so I'm super happy about that. I'm sure it won't be far off, but still, it's still cheaper than buying stuff at Michael's or one of those other places, you know, if it's the same stuff, you know, if it's similar items that you are wanting to use. I'm debating on if I want to put, I think I'm going to put that in there. And maybe we'll add, let's see, did we have another tiny one? Let me check my lace over here and see if I have one more tiny flower. I do. I'm just going to cut this off real quick. There we go. And I put that one there, so this one would go right up under here. Just like the other one, kind of over the edge there. Okay, so let's just go like that. Get that one glued back down. There we go. Love it. Look at that, you guys. Oh my goodness. Is that not gorgeous? I am not adding resin onto this decal, you guys. I'm not going to do it on this. We're just going to leave it the way it is. It's not something that's going to be eaten off of or anything like that. And I want to leave the, I don't know what you'd call it, more kind of the movement of the decal, the texture. I want the texture in there, so I'm going to leave it, and I don't want to risk putting resin over the top of it and then not liking what it looks like in the end. I mean, usually I don't have any trouble with that. I almost always love the finished product when I put some resin on it, but sometimes, occasionally, I don't. And then I'm very, very sad because I did it and there's nothing I can do to fix it. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Kind of like that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get these to stay together. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put some glue just around the bottoms of these flowers and that wire And that way it's all gonna stay together. I'm gonna cut the wire off right there. And I'm gonna let that dry, and then we're gonna do the other one the same way. And I'm just kind of getting the glue into the wires here so that they can't or won't spread apart. And we'll nip that right there so nobody will ever see it. Whoopsies. It landed right in the glue. And here's what I do. I've got my what do you call it? Here I go again. Oh my goodness. Silicone mat. I keep wanting to say styrofoam, and I know it's not styrofoam, it's silicone. But I still keep doing it. So if I put that one there, and I'm going to have that one going the opposite direction. So which way do we want it to go? Do we want it this one this way? And this one this way? I think that looks beautiful, you guys. I just think it looks so, so beautiful. Fluff that flower up a little bit. There we go. I think that's what we're going to do. In fact, actually, I think I'm going to use this one here. Don't ask me why. Put that purple flower back together there. Okay. And this should stick really nicely onto the lace. I'm trying not to push too hard because I don't want to squish the flowers up too much. I mean, you can always fluff them back up, but the more you play with them, the more you move them around. They are paper, so you don't want to ruin them. There. Okay. So now we're just gonna pop some more glue there, and this one's gonna go this direction. Just like that. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. You know what would be pretty? I just thought of it. Let me go around this one more time with my little wipey here. It's a dry wipe, but it's a wipey. It will pull that the glue strings right out of there. So I like having something like this. It's just a soft wipe. And this needs some glue. I guess I didn't put any glue on this edge of this. Okay. Don't love that, and so I'm gonna reach in here, put just a dot of glue and pop those two little strings together so that they meet. There we go. You know how sometimes the two little ends will get cut apart and then they want to pull apart? No, 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 not on my watch. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, so now That's going to be so pretty in something. I can't wait to use that, but it's not right for this one. I'm trying to see if maybe there's something else we want to use. That's a pretty butterfly. I do have also, where is it? I have another butterfly around here somewhere, and I think I put it, I put it in one of my other containers because I was going to use it on something, and then I didn't end up doing that. I also have this beautiful thing, but it doesn't really, I mean, it does, it goes, and it would be pretty as a dangle at the bottom, and it says she believed she could, so she did. And that would be very, very pretty hanging from the bottom of it, but I don't know that I really want any kind of a dangle on this. Other than, here's the thing, here's what I was going to do. Let's have a look-see. Okay, so we don't need these. I'm going to put these flowers back just so that I'm not destroying them by throwing them around. And there's the other white flower. Throwing them around and moving them around and touching them and all that good stuff. There's a pretty purple flower. So pretty, so pretty. Anyway, now I've forgotten where I was going with this. Okay. There's a pretty butterfly, but it's the wrong colors. But that's not the one I was thinking of. The one I'm thinking of has these kind of colors in it. Super pretty. We still have this. But here's what I was going to do. Let me think. Where was I going? What was I going to do? Oh, you guys, I do this to myself all the time. One thing I do have here is, I do have some of my white seam binding, and you guys know how much I love to use this stuff for my bows. Oh, that stuff is so pretty too. I should put a couple of pearls, bigger pearls in here. You know, just to add. Whoops, whoops, whoops. I just do not hold on to anything well anymore. Like that. That looks gorgeous. I think I am going to pop some of these pearls in here for sure. Pop you there. Gotta have pearls in this. I mean, right? They just dress up everything and class it up a bit. This one, I'm going to have to use two hands. Right there. There we go. That looks gorgeous. Oh, what was I going to do, you guys? I'm going to make myself upset now because I can't remember what I was going to do. Oh, now that looks gorgeous in there. Okay, and let's see. Sorry, you guys, I'm just trying to grab a couple of my flowers that I had over here. And I had them in, it's these flowers here. They're so pretty, but you know what? They're not for that anyway. I was looking at this, and I'm looking at the center of this, and I was thinking it would be pretty to have this purple chain going around the middle, but I think it adds something that this is just not needing. So we're not going to do that. Oh, I know what I was looking for. I was looking for some lace that Debbie sent me, and I think it was Debbie, or you know what, it might be from Deanna. Got this. This is very pretty. I'm just thinking about something that I could add with this, and maybe add a bow in here. But you know, I really do like the seam binding all by itself. I just think it just is so pretty and shabby chic. And you know, I love my shabby chic. I do have to save some of this though, because I'm working on a piece for my friend Melba, and I need some of this. I used up all of my pink except for a very small piece, and I'm going to be using the white in the project I'm doing for her. I am not doing a video on that project, and the reason I'm not doing a video is that I want it to turn out absolutely exactly the way I want it. And sometimes when you're doing a video and you're doing a special custom piece for someone, you just want your time to be your time and not get rushed through making decisions and things. I do not like to rush my decisions when I do custom work. So it's always best, unless it's a really simple project that I know it's not going to be affected, then I don't have a problem with it. But if it's a project that, and this is a project that I want to turn out 100% perfectly, And I mean, we know it's not going to be perfect. Nothing is perfect. But the way that I want it to look, I'll put it that way. And I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize the outcome of that piece. But when I am done, I will absolutely be showing you guys how it turned out and what it was that I was doing for her. And I think I love that there. Or do we want to just put this down at the bottom corner? I kind of like it down there better. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I've also got, let's see, I could put that in the middle of it. I love this rhinestone piece. I love it, love it, love it. And I've also got some of these little pearly pieces too. But there was another one in here that, this one, I'm thinking because it's got the clear, no, that's definitely not it. But I also have a white pearl piece, and I think maybe that's going to be good because it's not going to be too flashy and it's not going to be in competition with anything else that's on here. And then over here I would love to find something to pop into that edge. Just not sure what. Maybe, just maybe, a piece of this. Because I know this will work. Okay. Uh-oh, I'm caught. No, 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 no. There we go. I think I'll pop that in just like that and have it sort of come out like that. That looks gorgeous. Just like that. Gorgeous. And I think maybe I'll put a smaller piece down at the other end and maybe a small piece on this side. And then I think we're probably going to be done, you guys. And except that I haven't decided about that butterfly yet. I wish I could have found my other butterfly. And just to, I know I've got it around here somewhere. Oh, I just thought of something. Where's my other little box? Put my little box with my tins here. Oh, here it is. It might be in here. Just dawned on me. I think it is. Yes, it is. Actually, it's got a lot of blue in it. But look at that butterfly. Isn't that gorgeous? I just feel like it sort of clashes though, so nope. Okay. This one is really kind of pretty. very basic, just gold, you know, not real flashy or anything, but it's awfully pretty. Although I was thinking about doing something with this butterfly and altering it a little bit to add a little bit more flash to it. It does look pretty on there though, and it just doesn't overpower the whole thing. Okay, what did I do? I know I cut a couple of these off. There it is. Okay. I need to stop getting sidetracked. Okay, you go there. Gorgeous. And then this one, we need to get, oh, the bow looks better on this side, so we're gonna go like that. Pop our bow in there. Pop our pearl in there. And then have that sort of come out. Do we want to do that? Maybe let that one come out there. I do like this right here, I think, on this side. Just kind of coming out just a little bit, poking out there. But not being too intrusive there. But I do want a little bit of bling on this side too. Okay, so there's that. Trying to get that flower petal to come over the bow right there. Okay. All right, now you know, you guys, I just kind of feel like I don't know if I really want to put, I mean, this butterfly probably looks the best. It's got the right colors and everything in it. It looks good right there. I hate to not put one on there because I really want a butterfly in there. And that one really does look good on there, doesn't it? This is actually supposed to be red hearts, but the red is a very subdued red, and it almost looks more like a wine color. So it does kind of go with the colors in this. It's not so far off that it looks like it doesn't go. And I really like this butterfly a lot. I think I'm going to use that one. I've decided. I've decided we are going to use this gal on here. And put a nice big helping of glue there. And I'm going to stick it to the lace. And maybe I'll put a little bit of glue on that piece of lace so that it sits right under that wing. Just a little added security there. Okay, you guys, we're done. Look at this piece. Now, here's the thing. You're probably all going, but Carol, how do we use that plate? Well, here's the thing. I have, let's see. There's two ways you can do this. There's plate stands where you can put it in the plate stand like that and sit it on a shelf or a mantle or what have you. Jeff actually used to make those stands. I don't think I have any right here. Let's see. Somebody ordered some of these and they said they got 2 of the same ones, and I know they didn't because I had them all sectioned in sets, but I had to send them another of the opposite direction, and so now I have 2 of the wrong ones. Out of all the ones that I had, I have 2 wrong ones left, and so I keep thinking I'm going to have Jeff make me some more. But here's what I'm going to do. I have an order that I've placed for some little pieces that go on the back. It's got really strong adhesive and a hook so that you can hang it on a wall. So you could go either way, and or maybe what I'll do is I'll go over to the Dollar Tree and I'll pick up a plate stand or a picture stand, and I will paint it and, you know, just make it so that it matches this and sell this with a stand. You can guarantee that when I sell this, it will come with either a stand or a hanging piece on the back of it. 100%. I won't sell it without having a way to hang it or display it. So, but for now, this is just the video on the plate itself. Again, I will be selling it in my Etsy shop, and by the time you see this video, I will have a mechanism to hang it. And I just remembered what it was that I wanted to do. I just remembered. I looked up. Initially, when I was working on this, I had kind of decided I was going to put some of this down at the bottom, but with that beautiful scalloped lace, I do not need it. So I was looking at that, and I was looking at this and putting a small piece of this at the bottom to just kind of dangle, because I was talking about the dangle, remember? But there's no need for that. That scalloped lace is just perfect the way it is. So I am done with this piece. I'm so happy with the way that it turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please share it with your friends and family. I can't imagine that there's a lot of people that wouldn't enjoy seeing the outcome of something so beautiful. I mean, I'm proud of this one, you guys. I'm really proud of this, and you guys can do it too. There's no resin in this project, so again, this is another no resin piece. But look at that. Look at that. You need some decals, some flowers, whether they be your own handmade flowers, paper flowers, acrylic flowers, porcelain flowers, whatever you want to use. Little bit of appliques here. I've got beautiful lace trims. Whatever you've got in your stash, you guys, use your imagination, get creative with it, and you could have something just gorgeous to either display in your home or to give as a gift. Can you imagine giving this to someone as a gift, someone who's into fairies and butterflies and those kinds of things, and how amazed they would be if you made them a gift like this? And number two, you didn't spend more than $10 to make it. And so, woohoo! I mean, you've got your bling hanging around, you know, get some old broken jewelry, use it. You know, find some other stuff to put on if you don't have blingy appliques to pull flowers. Use your imagination, you guys. It's there. It's in the back of your mind. You've got it. You've got this, and you guys can create something just as beautiful as this using your own imagination, because that's what I use for everything I do, you guys. I have a very vivid imagination, and it has always been there. I've always been a creative person. I've always been an artistic person since I was a little girl. I used to sketch and draw and do all of that kind of stuff. And I've always been able to take something that just pops in my mind and bring it to life. And that's my favorite thing to do. You know, sometimes I do use someone else's inspiration. I'll 100% I will say that. And there's always someone else's inspiration in everything that I do, in some way, shape, or form. But this one, honestly, was just me 100%. Start to finish, and I love it. I love it. I love it. And this is just one of, you guys, just so you know, this is one of the clear glass plates that you get at the Dollar Tree. So it's just glass, clear glass, $1.25. Decals, I probably spent $12, and I got 3 fairies and a few extra. It's got flowers and things like that. So, you know, if I spent $11.99, you know, $4 for the decal, I got these all sent to me, so those were free. And then the laces, you know, we've all got lace in our stash. So, you guys, just let's get cracking with it, and let's use our imaginations. Let's craft, and let's do it together. One of these days I'm going to do a live video, and I'm going to talk to each and every one of you that show up to do the live. I will do some giveaways. I will do, I want to do a really fun face to voice to typing, typing to typing video. You guys will see my face. I won't see yours, but that's okay. But we can type and talk and all that good stuff and have a great time, and I'll do some giveaways, and we'll just have a fun time of it. So thanks a lot, you guys. God bless each and every one of you. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. Give me a share. Please, please, please share my video on Facebook. Share it to your friends. Say, hey, you got to see this video. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to turn this into a short TikTok video. I've got to start getting on TikTok too. Everybody tells me that's, if you need money, Carol, you need to try TikTok in it. So I need to try TikTok, and I do put out reels and things like that, and I do put out some TikTok videos, but they're not really to sell my products. So I need to figure out how to do that and get some products up on TikTok and show people how I'm making them, and show them where they can buy them if they want to. So again, God bless you guys. I love you guys. Thank you to everyone who has supported my channel and donated items for me to use in my videos. I couldn't do these beautiful videos without you guys. I buy some of it, but I gotta tell you, you guys, I have some of the best subscribers in the world, and they are giving and generous and kind, and they give me most of what I use in my videos. So that's why a lot of times you won't see a link to an item that I've used in a video, because it was given to me. I didn't buy it. So that happens quite often, and I know that's probably frustrating for you guys. And if it is something where I can find a link, I will put a link up for you guys so that you can get a hold of those products. I do try. So thanks a lot, you guys. God bless. Have a great, great, great weekend. Have a great week. And I will see you in the next video. Stay tuned for pictures. And I'll get a little video caption of this, a little bit more easy to view, and show you guys what it looks like on a stand. I've got one of Jeff's stands out in the living room with my Lord's Prayer on it. I'll pull that off and I'll put her on there and show you just what it looks like. And one of the cool things about this, you guys, really quick, is that she's on top of the glass. The glass is painted on the back. You can see the shadows of the decal, so it looks 3D. So that's another cool aspect of this. You can see the shadows. See that? You can see these shadows right here. That's the shadows of her arm and her hair and everything else. It's so cool. And the flowers right over here. Just all these shadow effects. It is so neat. Thanks a lot, you guys. Bye-bye. I'll shut up now. God bless.